What's going on, guys? So it's Sunday, not morning anymore. What is going on over here? I've been running around doing stuff today. This doesn't need to be saved. Sorry, I'm doing things. So I have a large pile of figures over here to get after, so I'm going to be reviewing at least a few of these here in a little bit. I'm actually charging my phone while doing this, but at the same time I have other things I need to do. I'll show that in a second. But yesterday, while picking up groceries and stuff for my mom, I discovered the Pink Ranger. So she's like the only one I needed that was currently out. Her knee looks twisted as all get out, so that's not fun. But, you know, considering that she was part of the first wave of figures, the fact that I found one randomly, when I saw loose as Lord Zed, I'm like, that's odd. And then I looked and I was like, wait, these are a bunch of figures, and then there she was. So I've been looking for her. I've got the normal Black Ranger and the Yellow Ranger on order from BBTS. Yellow Ranger is impossible to find on her own right now. I think she's like 1 or 2 per case, and they have the other ones. I was like, why do they minimize the MMPR reference? People need these characters, especially Trini. So obviously I've done the previous ones so far, but I needed good old Kimmy here. So I'll be doing that review very shortly, along with all of these things over here. I'm still waiting to hear back from Hasbro Pulse on my Psycho Green, which has been returned to them, and I sent in a thing about my order with my address, so I'm waiting to hear back. And the fact that the driver literally said, oh, we can't deliver it, we don't have the apartment number. You had 3 other packages with my name and address on them. It's kind of ridiculous. And even if it was the mail guy, not the FedEx guy, delivered a bunch of other mail with my name and my thing on it, how do you screw that up? Now, on top of finding that, I picked up this. It's a 6-foot HDMI cable. It's way too long, but they don't seem to make shorter HDMI cables. Now, the reason for said HDMI cable is for that. Big ass. Yeah. I got myself a new monitor. So obviously, since I bought this computer like 4 years ago, maybe 5, it's great, except for the fact it only has one screen. And lately, with doing live streams and different kind of editing and recording and stuff that I've been doing, having another monitor would be grand. So I said, screw it, I'm going to do it. Less than coincidentally, I delivered one of these yesterday at work. So that's why I was like, hey, that might be cool. So I went on to thebestbuy.com. There's no the in there, you know what I mean. And I found the exact same model. And one of the local stores did have it. So I ran down there after breakfast this morning and picked it up. And since I have a negative balance on my Best Buy card, I said, screw it, you guys already have some of my money. I might as well just throw this at it. So, there we go. And I'm not gonna lie, it's been a while since I've had to buy a computer monitor, since I've had a laptop. Okay, so there's gonna be some assembly required. Sorry, I can't really position the camera because I'm plugged in, it's charging. Okay, so let's see here. I will say this is heavy. This weighs as much as like a PC. So it's going to be a big boy. How do I get this out? This, I assume that's what these panels are for, is to kind of help you. Or to keep it from moving. Those pushed out. There we go. Okay. I didn't need the HDMI cable. I didn't know it was going to come with one, so in theory, I can take that back. Okay, so I have a heavy metal base. Ooh, look at that. It's got a pretty wing. Or, thing. Got two HDMI to trace free. Oh, look at this. It's got a screw in adapter. Nice. Does this actually rotate? Oh, it does. Nice. Okay, so much shorter HDMI cable. That's a good thing. Although I don't know, because I need one for my computer, and in theory, because this has two HDMI ports, I could, you know, hook up one of them there Xboxes to it. So I'll hold on to that. It was cheap as work. Okay, let's look at instrucciones first. Okay. I don't know what that means. Is that the button? Oh cool, it has a tilt function. It can slide up and down. It can be angled. It can be rotated. It can go vertical. Interesting. Huh. Okay. So let's start with assembly. Pull this apart, and then we put the thingy do in the thing, and then do the. Okay. And then I don't have VGA. I've only got HDMI. There's the power. The other thing I think I'm gonna have to do is go get one of my other like surge protectors, and I think I'm gonna take the computer, the light, and this, all the things that operate off this table or near this table, and just put them all over here and then plug it in over there next to everything else. Okay, so let's check this will be utility. Okay, so that's the screen. Brush up against. Oh, fuck me. Okay. Boy, that is bigger than I anticipated. You know, it says 24 inches, but you don't think about how big that actually is. The last monitor I bought was 17 inches. It's already rotated to a vertical position, which I guess is a good way to package it. Think about it. HDMI ports are there. Is there. Power port is there. All the cables and shit fell at the bottom there, so I gotta be careful. Alright. So insert that. Push that in. It's heavy. Like really heavy. Oh, fuck. Okay, so once again, I really underestimated 24 inches. So my computer, I think, is 17 or 17.1 or whatever. This is way bigger. So guess where I'm gonna do all my editing? Holy shit. Okay. Height, weight adjustment. Does it just slide? Oh, it does. It just slides up and down. Look at that. And then the base pivots, obviously. Okay, let's not push that in. Okay. So I've got buttons over here. Okay, so that's going to be the options menu. Power. Those are all buttons there. Nothing on that side. There's a lock dealy. Look at this thing. Okay. Hopefully there's very little setup necessary. Though there's one tiny issue, is that with this monster, I can't have my building supplies up on the desk, which is probably an okay thing. And then of course, when my IKEA desk ever comes in, I'll have a much cooler setup going on. Okay, so I've already slid my computer over a little bit. So I can drop this down here. Okay, so this is power cord. Oh, and by the way, it's like $169 currently. So that's good. Minus the $60 or $120 that I've already paid Best Buy. If you guys recall, like I've overpaid them. Like the auto pay just kept happening even though my TV was paid off. So I actually ended up getting a check back from them for $180 like 2 months ago. And then the auto pay kept going. There's like, I looked on the online, like on my account, I could not find a way to stop auto pay. I could turn one on. It was like, yeah, activate auto pay. No, I want to deactivate auto pay. How do I do that? Okay, this looks like an interstitial. Oh no, this is a VGA. Okay. Damn, it came with all the cables necessary. Now, like I said, the other thing is I have Xboxes that I could definitely hook up in here. I could even just take the one from in there and set up a cool, smaller gaming setup. So if, like, some people are like, hey, you should probably do some gaming content or something. I was like, I technically could. So I could use this as a thing, and then I have the Xbox DVR on my computer, so I could actually record gameplay that way. Audio cable, that's not really necessary, because I don't need the audio to go over there. The only thing I was concerned with is if I could connect some headphones to it instead. I don't know. I think this, okay, this VGA, got that. Okay, HDMI, that's what I need. So my computer only has HDMI output from what I know. I do not believe it has VGA. Still have a Ryo lying around. So the other thing I need to do today is put Ryo away, get the Power Rangers all fixed up, get this settled. I'm just double checking, I'm pretty sure that's my only outputs, yeah. Which actually, HDMI is video and audio. Actually, this allows me to get a different angle. I can actually angle some stuff. The only other thing I would probably want to do with this setup is get a wireless keyboard. I have a wireless keyboard, I just never use it. I don't think I have another Logitech dealie, or I gotta find the one I had for that keyboard, because if I could get this one set up without using the keyboard aspect, you know, it actually can function as a tablet. So then I could just have my two monitors basically, and then have my keyboard and my mouse and function that way. Okay, so let's add some power to this lovely machine. And like I said, I think I'm gonna go grab my one of my spare power supply dealies so I can get this hooked up. I still have a lot of work to do today, so we're doing something slightly different tonight on the live stream. So I have less research to do, less notes to do, but I still have a lot of work to do on top of doing notes. So, or on top of doing other reviews. But luckily, most of these are just action figures, and I can just right through it. So that's not a problem. By the way, I'll show it off in a little bit. My trophy of apathy. By the way, we just had a lovely lunch, so to speak, cake and ice cream, because the wifey, you know, she's been going to school for the last few months. No clue what just fell. Shit just keeps going. So she has been going to school for the last few months, and yeah, don't get rid of that. I need that. Yesterday she took her final test and passed, so she is now a certified medical assistant, and she starts her new job effectively on the 3rd of next month. So finished her schooling, lined up a whole new job, already working in that office, so that's really awesome. So congratulate the Miss Shoky down below if you want to. She was being very shy and didn't want to be on camera. I already attempted to film such a congratulatory video and was told to delete it because she didn't want to be on camera. So there's that. So let's plug this guy up and see what happens. So it does have a handy dandy little hole here for running source cables. I guess technically the power cable, I just didn't do it until just noticed. Okay, so there's that. Okay. So there's a little bitty cover there. Just gonna tap that in place. So I've got Power Rangers laying around. Need to all get put away. And I don't know if I mentioned it the other day, so I've got this 3M tape. I was using it to secure the lights and the dioders because it kept falling off. Wait, didn't I have one that fell down? I thought I did. Maybe I fixed it already. Either way. So, wait, is that one down? Might be. Either way, so I'm going to use some of that instead of sticky tack to stick the feet on the Rangers, and hopefully it'll stay a lot better. Okay, so power supply. Okay, so let's see if this old guy works. I don't remember. And then I gotta hope it stretches far enough. Okay, so drop that. Let's see if it turns on. Run the HDMI cable over here. Why is it not okay? Oh my, look at that. That is so bright the thing is overcompensating. Well, that worked instantly. Okay. Let's go. Devices. It's been a while since I've had to do this. Someone's laughing. Okay, so I want this over here. Seal photos. See, this also helped me fix my display. I just want to see how it looks. Let me pull something up over here. There it goes.
This video was sponsored by Bugsu. Go to Bugsu.com and enter the promo code TEAM4STAR10 to get 10% off your first box of delicious snacks straight from Japan.
That's going to be a problem because the audio is coming from there. I don't want that.
Hey, name's Tanjiro Kamado, and I have super smell. Related fact, people in 1920s Japan did not wear a lot of deodorant.
Can you smell that I ate your family?
Nice. Can you smell that I ate your family? Okay, so let's see. Instant.
Actually, yes. Unfortunate. Oh, hey, Nezuko, you're still alive. Can you help me dig some... So my sister's a demon, but I think she's chilled out.
Put that bitch in a box. I'm gonna teach you how to kill demons.
Okay. Can I kill demons yet?
Can you cut this rock?
No?
Then you can't kill demons.
Fuck. I give up.
I don't know.
Okay. Thanks, ghost children.
All right, Biggie Smells. There's one last thing to do before you can kill demons.
What's that?
Kill demons.
Okay. Why would you send a child here?
Don't you adore the sound of dying children? It's the only thing that...
Interesting. So, I'm probably gonna have to get used to it, but that's actually a good thing. So I can have multiple windows open. You know, I can have something here, I can have something there. I got my camera rolling over there. I need to put a better switch on that light. I find that easy. But that's cool. Let me pull up.
Gives me pleasure anymore, dear sister.
So, shoot that. So let's do feature mode. So one problem that I've had with editing is it's usually an itty bitty screen, about that big, as you can see over here, as it opened up on the wrong screen. So even though I dragged it over there, so I feel like I like that the most. But see, like now, so like this is my actual visualization area, which is now significantly larger. Oh, that's gonna make it way easier to edit. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Nice. Okay, so definitely don't need that. So, excellent. I like it. Like I said, the arrangement here might change over time, but having a keyboard and stuff like that will make it even easier. So, something's gonna change. But for tonight, like I can have whenever we do the live streams, I usually have to have one window over here, off to the side with the pictures to go forward and back, and then I've got to click between everything back and forth this way. Dual screens. Have all the fun. Cool. So that's that. I do think I feel like I need to take the brightness down a bit. I don't know what that did. But I like having extended screen. That's excellent. That'll probably help with a lot of recording as well. Like if I do it doesn't have to make sense video. I can have different things up. I could actually use that to watch instead of importing the screen. I've seen other people do that. We'll see what happens. But either way, not worried about that. Okay. Close Facebook. Okay, so for now, I'm gonna move on to other things. Alright, so hours later, many no updates. Damn, I don't know if I got chocolate everywhere or what. I haven't watched that. So, I did not get nearly enough done today. I did do a bunch of intros for quickies. So I've still got 2 more much bigger cookies to do right there. And those are ones that I'm not going to do a standard out the box intro. I do have the live stream ready to go. My new monitor is coming in handy. So yeah, it was well worth the cost. I do wish I had done it a long time ago. I still didn't get around to doing the Power Ranger thing. So we chose to do the review thing tonight differently than normal. Originally, we do a step-by-step, moment-by-moment breakdown of the entire episode, and that takes forever, as it does. But this time we're like, okay, let's go over very specific topics. Okay, so we ended up trimming out 2 parts of the episode. And then, like, what was my ultimate number here? Hold on. Let me see. So, you know, I go by the pictures. So let me see. I've got... This is a new record. So without even going super in-depth into the episode, really, I've got the 72 plus 16 is 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94. 95 pictures for tonight. And I skipped stuff. We skipped the beginning, and we skipped all the stuff with Hinata. And still, man, it's 95 pictures. Now, a bunch of those are just the kit that we're going to be talking about, and some of them are translations and other stuff like that. So, I mean, a lot of shit happened in this episode. So, I mean, next episode, which is the finale of Re-Rise, it's going to be crazy. So, if you guys, for some reason, aren't watching us review these things, go do that. If you're somehow only subscribed to this channel, not the main one, go do that. So, got 12 minutes, 11 minutes till showtime, so to speak. And I am set up and ready to go. I'm just waiting on Rodimus. But yesterday I wanted to talk about this, so I got to remember to put the picture in place. So yesterday at work, I did hurt myself a little bit. Had to work slightly under a conveyor belt, and due to just kind of being pissed off at the situation, I was basically angrily moving something, and I knew I was working under a inclined conveyor belt, and that particular section is boxed in right there, and I was kind of under it a little bit. I'm not like on my hands and knees, and I think I'm standing, and I bent over just a little bit to move said thing angrily, and I stood up right into the very pointy corner of that thing. So I'm going to talk to them Tuesday when I go back to work. I'm going to be like, hey, you guys need to put something here. I have hit these corners twice, maybe 3 times. And this time it left a mark like this. And this is after putting what equates to Neosporin on it for a couple days. It did bleed a little bit when it was fresh, and that was through a shirt. That's how sharp this corner is. And it really hurt, and it still hurts. Hurts right now. Because not only is it an abrasion, a scrape or a cut, whatever you want to cut it or call it, it's a bruise, and it's right on my shoulder blade. So just moving my right arm around hurts. Laying on it hurts. Like, I was laying on a pillow on the couch, like, you know, it was behind my head, and just laying on a pillow hurt. So that sucked. But I've got a few more minutes to go here. Now I have a giant box for this monitor that I need to go put away. I'll probably put that out in storage instead of in the closet for storage, because when we go to move, I'm definitely going to put this thing back in the thing. It's like trying to move a TV. You know, but you got to protect it when you're moving, and we are moving next year, so there's that. Also, I don't know how much vlogging I'll do this week. It just kind of depends, because we have impending hurricanes. And like last time, it was like there was a threat, but then it went away. Like they weren't sure where it was going to go, and it just sort of took a pretty early turn and went way away from us. We saw virtually nothing. So currently, in the Gulf of Mexico, there are 2 hurricanes, or at least named storms. At some point, they will both become hurricanes. One will miss us to the east, which is fine. It's still going to be pretty close, but it seems like it's going to be pretty small. That's Marco. It seems like that's going to be off to the east, probably closer to Louisiana. And then there's Laura, which originally was supposed to track along the Florida coast and go up through like Mississippi and Georgia. Now, it's really weird. Marco looks like he's hooking into Mississippi and Louisiana, and then Laura looks like it's hitting Louisiana and Texas, and it's going to be a significantly stronger storm than Marco because it's going to spend way more time in the Gulf. And it's a slow mover at the moment. It's moving like 20 miles an hour. You know, it's done a little bit of a number on Cuba, Puerto Rico, Hasn't passed through Cuba yet, just sort of near it. Puerto Rico has gotten some pretty, nothing like Maria did. Like Maria was like wiped out most of Puerto Rico. This is like just whatever. But by the time it makes landfall on like a Thursday, so we get to sit for the next 4 days watching this thing, and the track keeps changing, and every time it changes, it swings more westward. Right now, it looks like Laura is heading at like New Orleans, which sucks. But if it's big enough, it'll impact us too. I just don't know how. But it keeps swinging westward. It's entirely possible, and you know, knock on wood, but it's entirely possible that it makes a beeline right for us. But there was a point in time where the forecast showed both storms hitting the Gulf Coast, like literally the coast, on the same day. But then everything slowed down and everything changed path. So waiting for Rodimus right now. But I'm gonna put this video up hopefully by Tuesday, and hopefully we'll get a bit more of an update. I'm gonna try to get as much work as I can done, and then spend the week preparing whatever needs to be prepared. I mean, we're far away from the coast, essentially. We're like 100 miles in, but with a storm that size, there's still plenty that can be done. You know, they were originally expecting it to be like a 2. Now it could be even bigger, so they don't know. That's the biggest problem. They can see where it's probably going to go, and it is seemingly following the same path that the storm of 1900 that basically wiped Galveston off the map, and that basically made them change how they did things. And the reason they built the seawall in Galveston was due to that storm. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to be that severe, because that was probably like a 4 or a 5, and nothing to stop it from coming in. You know, the actual waters of the Gulf just wiped out most of Galveston, along with just the ridiculous winds. So, I mean, if it heads towards Louisiana, it'll be probably closer to what happened with Ike or Katrina, and that was still not good for us here. But it was not as bad as what happened to Louisiana. We just, you know, everybody lost power for like a week, which sucked ass. So just keep everybody in the line of these 2 storms in your prayers. Marco is going to be a much weaker storm, you know, so people will be a bit luckier there. The other one, not so much, and it's kind of unfair that it's named after my ex. First time I saw that, I thought about it. So, go time.